So I started this adventure in the dark, and I thought my headlamp would provide enough light for my GoPro to at least somewhat capture the beginning of the trail, but the first clips I recorded were just black, so you're joining me after dawn. Be sure to stick around till the end of the video to see a really cool feature from the beginning of the trail. There's actually 2 reasons I was on the trail before dark this morning. One is because Alum Cave Trail to Mount Leconte is one of the most popular trails in the area, and for good reason, but I was hoping to avoid as much of the crowds as possible. Even with arriving a half hour before dawn and an hour before sunrise, there were still multiple cars in the parking lot when I arrived. The second reason for my early start was that I wanted to visit the gift shop at the top of Mount Leconte, as I like to collect patches from places I've been, and they have I hiked it patches that you can only get at the top. And when I went, the shop was going to be closed from 9:15 to noon, so I had to be at the top before 9:15, otherwise I would have had to wait for the shop to reopen at noon. This is Alum Cave. From what I've heard, it's somewhat rare to have it all to yourself, so it was nice to enjoy it for a minute before continuing on along the trail. This video was honestly so difficult to edit, because the whole thing is so nice. I get why it's such a popular trail. There's amazing views pretty much the entire way up, and you get to see how much the environment changes as you increase elevation, which I always find cool. I don't know what elevation I'm at now, but it smells like fall. I love these misty mountain views. That altitude felt like fall. This altitude feels like Christmas. After visiting the gift shop, I headed towards the cliff top area. It was really foggy while I was here, and there's basically just a view of the clouds. Remember how I said I love misty mountain views? I should have said I love looking at them. I prefer to have views from the mountaintops. If you've been here before, let me know if it's always like this or if I was just unlucky this time. Next, I headed to Myrtle Point. I love the whole trail between the two. It felt like another world. The views from Myrtle Point are supposed to be the best, but it was still foggy. I'm working towards the Smoky Mountains 900-miler challenge, so in the process of hiking all the trails in the Smokies, I'll be back up here likely a couple of times, and hopefully I'll have better luck next time. These trails are so lush and green, I love it. Now let's head back down and see what we missed in the dark. I mainly hiked up to the top, running only the beginning and the relatively flat sections. On the way down, however, I ran most of the way, with one exception. The skinny, rocky areas with chains get a bit slick, especially when it's foggy and damp out like today. I ran into far more people on the way down. Parts of the trail were rather crowded, and by the time I got back to my car, the parking lot was overflowing with many cars parked along the side of the road.
Do you do the Uwari?
No. The trail had a very fall feeling today, which is nice. I grew up in upstate New York, so I'm really used to seeing amazing fall colors every year, and they're just not quite the same in Tennessee. I adore these bridges. This is Arch Rock. It's the feature near the start of the trail that didn't record in the dark. It's super cool to walk through and certainly not something you get to see on any trail. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to be always adventuring.